In the depths of darkness. In the heart of every person, there exists a dark area that they fear to approach, lest sorrow overwhelms them. Yet, despite everything, our hearts continue to bloom. She sat on the edge of her bed, staring into the darkness surrounding her. This darkness had always fascinated her, and for a long time, she no longer cared whether the place was lit or not. In the darkness of night, silence becomes tangible, as if she could touch it with her hands. Images formed before her eyes, and the passage of time moved slowly, creating a noise in her mind. She touched her face, trying to recognize it more, for looking in the mirror and seeing her reflection is different from touching things. Through touch, a new memory is created about everything she feels. In the dark, she always tried to discover herself, reaching deeper points each time. But she knew there was a dark area within her that she could not approach. It was the abyss where she buried everything she could not face. But would there come a day when she could open that door and enter? She feared that if she stepped into that point, she would not be able to return, and that fear stirred within her. Suddenly, she turned on the light in her room, terrified by the thought of entering the black spot in her mind. The darkness within was more dangerous than the darkness of the room. But could she illuminate the darkness inside her as she had done in her room? If only she could, then she would free herself, from her memories, from her anger, and from the escape she always practiced to avoid facing herself. She moved slowly and stood in front of the mirror, staring at her face as if she did not know it. Is it possible for a person not to recognize themselves in the mirror?
This house had been abandoned.
It seemed she had entered a stage of madness. She closed her eyes and looked within, thanking God that it was her, and that the flowers of spring still grew within her heart. In that moment, she realized that darkness was not the end, but a new beginning. And that despite all her fears, hope still existed, waiting to be discovered.